What's been happening, Sean?
Not much. I just sort of pop in this channel and Mike's channel the last little bit. It's pretty low.
Oh, yeah.
I like coming here. So the other channels, I'm still sort of I'm going there, you know, a little bit here and there, but there's still some things that need to be worked out to a certain extent.
I thought the court case was over.
No, it is. For the most part, it is. There's just like a small handful of people. I think people are done with it, to be honest, Stephen Clark. The drama, people are for the most part are done with this shit.
Fucking oath, mate. Everybody's pissed off with it, really.
Yeah, but
there's on and on about the same shit.
Yeah.
The problem is all it takes is one person who doesn't want it to end, and I've known, and they'll come in, they'll go to different channels, they'll try and bring your friend, and they'll have clone accounts of you, and they'll they'll go to each channel 24/7, and that's really all it takes to get the shit started again. So that's sort of what I'm I'm looking at, and you know, I'll probably end up having a little bit of a talk with Gaza at one point on what direction he wants to go, because certain people I still think are fucking with his channel, to put it lightly.
Hey, or be nice to Spoon, or come on, or be nice to Spoony.
But for the most part, like Steven, you would know this more than me, but certain people that don't want to let it go with someone like me, I just can't be bothered with those guys anymore. And I consider myself a very forgiving person, but if they're not going to let it go.
What I hate is look, I'm not saying you're innocent all the time, but you're not a bad guy. But fucking this kangaroo court shit, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I know. And some people haven't let it go. That's the problem too. There's a few small percentage of people that don't want to let that stuff go. And I don't really care, but I don't want to go to channels anymore where I'm just going to be harassed on the panel, you know, and people will say, "Oh, Sean, you can handle yourself though," like blah, blah, blah. I don't really care though. I don't want to do that anymore, you know? I'm tired. Yeah, it's just,
make it one-way traffic. I do. I just don't fucking respond to them.
Yeah,
what they say, I really don't fucking care.
But at the same time, Steven, I still want to go to channels where I enjoy talking to certain people, right? And I want to go to those channels without having other people come up on the panel or go into the chat and try and rile me up. You know what I mean? Like, that's my issue. I don't know if I'm overthinking it.
You can have Sean, you can have banter with your friends, but if you don't know a guy and they try and banter with you, what do you fucking do? Do you defend yourself? If you defend yourself, you're the worst bloke out. And that's your problem. You defend yourself very fucking well. And they don't like it.
No, he does. He does, Mr. Clark, because that's what when I make sheep.
Last person you want to take on God's plan is fucking Sean the sheep.
No, you're right, because that's why when I sent out sheep and other panels, like, man, I like that guy because he defended himself, and that's how I spoke about him, and that's why me and him are cool, because I like how he defends his own ground. You know, he don't need nobody else to defend him. You know.
Yeah, I think yes, Stephen Clark. I remember back in the day he came on and he said, "Hey, you guys want to? I think fuck with Sean. I'm not taking him on. I'll help him. I'll have his back." Stephen Clark helped me out a few times. I think Godplan helped me out a couple of times too. So I appreciate that. Yeah.
Well, Steve's had a lot of people's back. I think Steve's had my back before, many times.
Yeah, I have.
That's a while ago.
And so's Godplan. You're good guys, you know.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Clark. Sometimes
just make it one. If they're bugging shit on you, just make it one-way traffic. Just fucking listen to them. I don't fuck it at all.
Yeah.
Right.
The worst for me, Steven, though, like some of those channels, like you'll be on a channel, you'll be on a panel, and you'll be having a perfectly normal conversation about whatever, and someone gets let on the panel and they all of a sudden they just change it and they start saying shit about you, and you're like, I don't know whether
That happened last night, actually. Az was getting stuck into Steve Perrin on the panel. On the chat. Instead, he came on the panel and tried to have a go. I told him to piss off and behave himself virtually.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Was this on Sounds? I didn't see anything.
Yeah, no, it was on Johnny's channel.
Oh, okay. Fucking hell. I still got to.
So Steve doesn't need me sticking up for him. It just gives you the shits, mate. They try and disrupt what you're talking about, and they want to talk about shit. Oh, well, whatever.
Yeah. No, I
had a little bite of him. I didn't injure him too much. He's all right. I don't mind Az, actually.
I didn't injure him too much. He's all right.
Well, like, yeah, me and Godplan, I think Godplan was talking about that earlier, and I was telling Godplan, like, I've had many, like, like, swings with Az. I've had good times with Az, and I've had horrible fucking moments.
Look, he's all right. He's just, he was constantly having a go at Steve Perrin, you fucking idiot, and shit, typing it in the chat. He was.
I actually, Steve Perrin's actually pretty cool too. In my eyes, I don't know him that well.
Oh, I love Steve Perrin's a good guy.
I agree with you guys. Aztec. I agree with you guys though. Like Aztec, like he's actually calmed down from what I knew from the beginning.
Yeah, he is.
You know,
but I wouldn't.
He doesn't like to argue.
Yeah, I still wouldn't trust him though. He argues. Trust me, he will argue. But I wouldn't.
Well, you really gotta piss him off though for that.
He pick and choose though, Tricky. He pick and choose who you want to mess with, and right now he been picking on me, like I said. So, but he been telling people to take my wrench away, my spanner, la la la. For what? I don't know, but you know, he just doing that just to pick on me. So
no, you're right. You're right because I'm just taking it like he's not picking on me, but yeah, I don't see what's happening.
Yeah, he's picking choose. So you know, you gonna have some that don't like him. You gonna have some that don't like him. You know, it just that's how it is. You know, everybody.
Az is all right. I don't have a problem with him, but I had a little bite of him last night, but that's okay. He'll get over it.
Yeah. He would do that to me when he took over Global. He would do that to me as well, and to the point where I just never went there anymore. But it's water under the bridge. You look at it, time goes by, and
Sean, there's a time and place for everything, really, and it just wasn't the time for it last night.
Oh yeah. But I just sometimes when like I've learned like when two other guys like if Aztec's got an issue with, let's say, if he's still got an issue with, I don't know, like Timmy, for example, or something, I just stay out of it because I've had issues with both of those guys. And
did you hear Timmy the other night? I came on I was on the panel and Timmy came on. I think me and Stephen owe each other an apology. Oh, thanks for the room job, Tim.
Really? He said that?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, wow. Fucking hell.
And he fucking left me alone. He didn't attack me.
Good on you on that one. Fucking hell. Yeah, Timmy's all right. Yeah, he's just, as I've said before, I think it's just sometimes the booze gets to him. You know, that's my opinion. The booze gets
Az can be, I'll just say something nice about Az. He can be great on a panel. He really can.
Oh, yeah. Me as Stephen Clark, was it Jula, and we used to have fucking great conversations back in the day on the panel. Talk about China and crypto and all these. Yeah,
crypto.
You know, you might know someone, Sean, that you like, but you don't agree with what they say sometimes. But you're the worst bastard in the world because you like them. You know.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah,
that's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
You know, and you stick up for somebody, and then all of a sudden those two people are fighting, are friends again, and you're the worst bastard out. Don't ever fall for that one.
Yeah, I've been there before. That's one of the delicate things about going on a panel too as a guest sometimes. The channel owner doesn't like a certain someone, and they'll call that person out, and you're stuck there on the panel going, well, what do I I'll usually choose.
I turn my mic off and just sit there for a while. If they don't stop, I fucking pissed. I usually slide out the fucking door.
Yeah, but what a lot of those channel owners, what they'll do though, and this happened to me a bunch of times, is they'll expect you to say something, and if you don't say anything, they'll go, "Well, hey, Sean, what's your opinion?" And if you don't give an opinion, then I'm gonna embarrass you on the panel right now.
Oh, I'd rather not comment.
Yeah.
That's what you say.
Yeah.
They keep asking to go. Oh, not
Yeah,
interested.
it happens every time.
Yeah, I know, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, and all it takes is for you to say one small little thing, and they go, oh, "Okay, I got him." And then they make it up with that person, and you're stuck high and dry out in the open. You're going, "Okay, thanks." Fuck. No, I look like an asshole, with people that I didn't want to be an asshole to.
Yeah, well, not to worry. I'm sure they'll get over it.
About whether
that can cause a lot of problems too, Sean. If you tell people how much money you fucking got, you're in for it.
I know. I do my best to keep my mouth shut. Usually,
yeah, I do. I don't tell anybody any private stuff.
Just don't say anything. I always tell myself, just keep quiet. Even if they ask what you do or shit like that, just keep quiet.
If anybody fires bullets at you, Sean, you're the one that fucking loaded them. You told them whatever. So don't tell them fucking anything.
Exactly. And when you go left, they go right. If you go right, they'll always go left. That's one thing I've learned. It doesn't matter what the fuck you say. They'll always go at you.
Hey, Stephen Clark just said it. Stephen Clark just said it. Even if somebody asks you something personal, like, hey, do you work? Like I did with Stephen. Of course I work. I thought everybody did. You don't talk about what you do and where you do it.
Yeah.
You just leave that alone.
No, I know, but that's what it usually turns into, Tricky. Yeah, of course. You can say, yeah, of course I work. But then people will say, well, what do you do? And then it turns
and you
into,
say it's none of your fucking business. It's none of your business.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I hear you. That's my
you don't
point.
need to know about my life. I'm here to talk to you about everything else besides me.
But then Steven will know this, and I'll know this on our side too, a little bit. Be prepared that it does get to the point where you say it's none of your business, then you just get attacked though, because they'll attack you no matter what. And as soon as
those are the people you got to get rid of. It's simple. You get rid of those people. You don't need people.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's easier said than done to a certain extent, but because you're friends with some people that like those people that think.
Sean, I never once asked you about a personal thing about your life, have I?
No, 100% not. Neither is God plan and neither is Steven. I'm just talking.
I gotta say something here real quick.
Fat kid who was killing it on Dance Dance Revolution. Dance, you fat bitch.